home. 78-year-old Shogo Saito escaped the tsunami with his family. But the home he lived in with his family for 30 years has been destroyed. Saito says he went up the hill and turned around to see his home swept away and crushed, and felt very miserable. The extent of the damage has yet to be assessed, and the rescue operation continues in the areas hit by.
Our power generators has been flooded with odors since Tokyo Electric Power Company announced rolling blackouts in the metropolitan area. The firm in Saitama City near Tokyo says all 6 of its generators are reserved for the coming week. It says customers want them to keep factory equipment and office computers running. The firm's president says he has never experienced such demand. 3 days after the earthquake, aftershocks continue. A magnitude 6.2 quake hit Ibaraki Prefecture north of Tokyo on Monday. The meteorological agency says that following Friday's devastating quake, over 200 tremors with magnitudes of 5 or more were recorded by Monday afternoon. The agency says 50 quakes measuring 4 or higher on the Japanese scale of 0 to 7 were recorded by noon. The agency says there is a 40% chance that quakes measuring 5 or even higher will occur over the next 3 days. Officials are advising residents to be on the alert even for small quakes, as buildings and roads have become unstable due to the aftershocks. The officials also warn that major aftershocks may cause another tsunami in the areas hit by the original quake. The official death toll now stands at 1,898. But as rescue operations continue in the quake-hit area, hundreds of bodies are being found. Miyagi Prefectural Police say the number of victims is likely to be more than 10,000 in the prefecture alone. The local police say they found bodies washed ashore in several places in Ojika Peninsula as they flew over the area. Police Chief Naoto Takeuchi says he cannot confirm the exact number because roads have been badly damaged, but he estimates the number of dead in the peninsula alone at more than 1,000. In the coastal town of Minami Senriku, nearly all the buildings and houses were swept away by tsunami waves. Local officials have been unable to contact more than 10,000 people, more than half of the town's population. The prefectural office says about 1,000 bodies have been found so far. Now, in Sendai City, there was a report that there were 200 to 300 bodies in its coastal area. Japan's self-defense forces found 50 of them on Sunday. They're expanding their search as waters recede. There used to be many houses in the area, but nearly all of them have been washed away.
津波の凄まじさというのはすごく改めて感じました。できるだけ多くの生存者の確保に努めたいというふうに考えております。
Many residents were given police permission to visit the area as the tsunami advisory was lifted on Sunday. Nobuko Ogasawara cannot contact her mother, her sister, and brother-in-law. She wanted to see their home, but a lot of debris and cars prevented her from getting close.
恐ろしいね。初めてだね。本当に自然の力。まさかこここんなになってと思わないかった。自然の力がこんなに強いとはね。
About 450,000 people are taking shelters in schools and community halls, but the exact number cannot be confirmed because some cities which have been badly damaged are unable to get a grip on the situation. Many shelters are reportedly running out of water, food, and heating fuel.
いつまで続くんだかこれ心配だと思うね。
家族に会いたい。働いてた仕事の人でも誰も見ないって。
Police and the Fire and Disaster Management Agency say the earthquake and tsunami damaged more than 63,000 buildings, of which at least 6,200 buildings were completely destroyed. Over 15,000 people are still missing after the earthquake, and nearly 500,000 are living in evacuation facilities. Many have started to share videos of their experiences.
These images were taken from a condominium in Takajo City, Miyagi, over 1 kilometre from the sea. A man was filming from the 3rd floor, needed to evacuate to the 4th floor after the water started rising. Says time-wise, it was probably only about 5 minutes, but the water was rising rapidly. He says the water was very powerful, and tankers were washed away. Some people were clinging on and others were on top of their cars. It was cold because some time had passed. A couple of self-defense members came by in a boat and helped them out. About 20 people, including elementary school students and elderly people, were rescued. And here are some images from the same location in the evening. Central Kesennuma City has been largely destroyed. The buildings and homes of some 9,000 residents have all been swept away. Tsunami waves even came up the elevation. Man says he was so shocked he just couldn't even think.
And in devastated areas, survivors continue searching for missing loved ones.
Our crew saw a man walking in the devastated town. He says this was his home. 78-year-old Shogo Saito escaped the tsunami with his family. But the home he lived in with his family for 30 years has been destroyed. Saito says he went up the hill and turned around to see his home swept away and crushed, and felt very miserable. The extent of the damage has yet to be assessed, and the rescue operation continues in the areas hit by tsunami. But the work is being hampered by continued aftershocks. A family is reunited after 3 days. This person says everyone is safe. It's a miracle. But yes, everyone is okay. The man says his wife is pregnant and was flown to safety in an air self-defense force plane yesterday. He says he promised to protect their son, and she promised to give birth to their second child when they parted. He says he wants to see her as soon as possible. The name of a woman is pasted on a bicycle. This is the bicycle's owner. He says he is looking for his wife on his bike. He cycles around looking for his missing wife. He is carrying her photo. He says he's showing the photo to ask if anyone has seen her. The city of Rikuzen Takata in Iwate Prefecture was devastated. Haruhiko Kono is the president of a sake maker. When the massive quake occurred, he told his employees to decide if they wanted to evacuate to shelters or go back to their families. Tsunami hit Rikuzen Takata. Kono's company can be seen at the front. He says he regrets more about the company's history being cut off than losing his assets. Of his 50 employees, Kono could reach only 22 up to yesterday. He is visiting public shelters and other places every day, searching for the remaining employees. And he found one. Today, Kona